the market open. 60 points higher on the Nifty, 23,739, 23,7, almost 23,800 there. 40 high. The Sensex is up about 85 points. Nifty Bank is up 190. That's about 1/3% higher. Advanced decline is positive, but stocks are still opening, and that will change. IT index is up about 0.75% at this stage. So mid-cap index up 0.8. Let's just look at the small-cap index, which lagged a little bit as well. And I think there as well, there should be gains, 1% of the small-cap index. I mean, the small-cap index at almost a low had corrected from the top about 17.5%. And as of yesterday's close, it's down about 14. So the recovery has been a little muted so far. Will that catch up as well is the question. Lots of stuff opening up at banks, lots of banking gainers as we are highlighting at the bottom. Surabhi.
Okay. The oil refiners are quite happy this morning, I must say. BPCL is the big winner on Nifty, 3% higher, but it's not alone. Check out HPCL and IOC. Those stocks are also up between 2.5 to about, 3% So that's a good space. And at the same time, ONGC is also doing well. So you have downstream, upstream, everything doing well this morning in oil and gas. That's one trend. IndusInd Bank is the third best performing stock on the Nifty, 1.5% higher. There's some gains on Shriram Finance, on Hindalco, on Power Grid as well. And then it gets a little quiet. The Nifty is just about trying to defend a 30-point gain. The Sensex has already dipped into the negative territory. Trent is trying to recover a little bit after yesterday's big, 7% dropping. It's about 1% higher as of now. There's a little bit of buying in technology. TCS Infosys up about 0.5%. Wipro is up about 0.5% as well. On the downside, Asian Paints, like I said, the market's just, still not, able to get over the kind of performance and the commentary that's also come through. It seems that recovery is still some time away. 4% down there. Nestle is lower, Titan's lower. Manglam explained to us that there is an inventory issue, which is why you have the pressure on margins. But even then, I mean, at first glance, it's bad, and the market's reacting to it. Tata Consumer also on the lower side. Britannia is also lower, Lever is also lower. So the consumer selling that we saw yesterday, that's extending into this morning. But to add to it, you've got L&T lower, you've got, I think, Reliance also lower. So a couple of these heavyweights not feeling too well this morning.
Well, that's right. And a few stocks that are actually bucking the trend. You have MTNL that's flying away, a couple of other notable ones. I think BEML's land assets as well. That's the one that's separately listed. Both of them are moving on very, very high volumes. I think there are a couple of news reports that indicate that the government could look at, selling some of this land that belong to these companies, MTNL and a couple of other, PSUs. So that's why, in fact, you're seeing these stocks up. The reason that the OMCs are up is because Goldman Sachs, they have upgraded the stock. They are taking on both that there is an earnings risk driven by lower crude discounts as well as LPG under recoveries. But they're saying that most of these concerns are in the price. So that explains why all these three stocks are moving very, very well. Bharat Bijli, I think it came out with a set of numbers yesterday. It was up close to 20%. Today as well, that stock is up close to around 8%. So good move is what we're seeing on that one. Birla's Corporation, that's a cement company in there. That one, in fact, came out with a set of numbers that looked weakish, but the commentary was positive. And now the street is buzzing with excitement that a couple of these price hikes that are pushed through yesterday, even day before, there was this talk of a price increase, that bulk of it will be pulled through. So that explains why that stock is moved up. Prism Johnson, that's the other one in there. The reason that the stock is mildly higher is because they've sold a land parcel to JSW Group for around 160 crores. The debt in their books is around 1,200 crores. So that's why that stock is opening up mildly in the green. A good start to trade. The Nifty is doing well, but keep an eye out on the broader markets. Those boys got battered. Well, it seems they're in the mood to fight back.
Okay, on Asian Paints, by the way, Prashant, before I toss it to you, CLSA has put an underperform and their price target is 2047. I think that view could be, leading to the additional weighing down on the stock. 4% biggest Nifty loser. So that's CLSA sounding circumspect on the recovery prospects.
Absolutely. And, we'll keep a track of that as we go along. What else? I mean, I don't think there's very much else which is going on. Actually, there is going on. Let's just look at one name which we don't usually refer to at all in the morning. E2E Networks, right? It's one of those stocks which basically fell more than, I think it fell 60% from the highs. And I'm only mentioning it because it's, I think, the number 5th or the number 6th volume traded stock on the NSE. Non-stop downside. The definition of you can't get out. From 5,500 fell to about 2,200 yesterday. And today it's reversing a little bit, about 190,000 shares on E2E Networks. BPCL is up 3.5%. I mean, the BPs of the world fell quite sharply yesterday. And they're coming back up a little bit. Amber is the biggest volume-led gainer. It's up 4%. And there is Angel One, which is up with humongous volumes. It's up about 4.5% right now as well. Yeah, I mean, Religare is another one, right? I mean, that open offer, the Burman open offer, etc. 2.5 odd higher. MCX is up. Somebody was mentioning that in the morning. 3% in the green. Titagarh, Triveni Turbine, and so on and so forth as things stand. 20 points on the Nifty.